Back in the autumn, Aston Villa were mainly famous for being the only team to lose to Sheffield Wednesday. Times have changed. When Dalian Atkinson gets his finishing right, Wednesday are capable of beating anybody, while Villa's breath is getting ever warmer on Liverpool's necks in the race for the title. It was a race for the ball here for Tony Daly. He won it. He left Phil King for dead. Good refereeing, ignored a possible handball. And David Platt timed his run superbly, his 20th goal of the season. If Brian Robson misses the World Cup, who knows? Ron Atkinson threw Trevor Francis into the fray. His welcome reflected long memories of Villa fans who remember him scoring 4 for Birmingham City as a mere slip of a lad. It was John Sheridan, who still looks a mere slip of a lad, whose inventive lob set up chances for Hurst and Atkinson. Notice Francis waiting to pounce by the post. Then Francis himself turns provider. Carr's knocked down for Hurst, and with better finishing and a little luck, Wednesday would have earned a point. It wasn't to be. Villa won, Wednesday 0.
Despite their improved form, Wednesday are 4th from bottom, 10 points clear of Charlton, but only 2 behind the so-called Manchester Giants. But Wednesday have played more games than anyone.
In Division 2, Leeds paraded their 2 new signings against Hull. Imre Varadi, who's arrived from Sheffield Wednesday, and Chris Kamara, who's come from Stoke City. And they didn't take long to make themselves at home. David Batty's throw, Kamara's cross, and Varadi with astonishing power on a back flick from 16 yards, testing Ian Hesford. Gordon Strachan was 33 on Friday, and he was involved throughout the match. Here he is again. It takes a long time to get the shot in. It's just wide when he finally manages it. Strachan's corner brought the first goal on 18 minutes, Hesford's punch, and Henry with too powerful a header, even for Billy Askew's punch on the line. Another chance for Leeds shortly afterward. It's Beglin's low ball. It beats everybody except Chapman, and his shot beats the post. And Hull drew level with a penalty kick awarded when Bamber was brought down, and to his credit, Payton stayed calm despite the enormous noise, and the roof of the net needed to be strong to withstand his shot. 1-1. 6 minutes later, Haddock's long free kick headed out by Jobson and Vinnie Jones. Now that was worth a small celebration, and it got one. Let's see it again. Fully 30 yards out. The kind of thing that keeps goalkeepers awake at night. Hesford didn't have an earthly. Into the second half, Dave Bamber had regularly fallen into Leeds' offside trap and the crowd called him Eeyore. Well, if he was a donkey, the donkey won another penalty. Fairclough the culprit this time. Payton again, different style, same result. 2-2. The goal was slightly against the run of play, but it resulted in Leeds losing a lot of their strength and composure. Jones here plays it in, Varadi halfway up the Kop. Leeds thought they should have had a penalty of their own. Kamara's cross is played out by Terry, and it clearly hits Demange on the arm there, but the referee is perfectly placed, and he ruled that it was accidental. Hull's away record was as good as anybody in the second division apart from Sheffield United, and when Jones heads the ball out here, Doyle cracks in a goal to equal Jones' own effort in the first half, and Hull appeared to be heading for their 4th successive away win, a post-war record. But Leeds, spurred on by a crowd just under 30,000, had other ideas. Strachan, Varadi, Strachan again, and Varadi again. And Vinnie Jones kept up his record of being in the right place to lead the celebrations. It set up a heart-stopping finish. Vince Hilaire involved, his first appearance of the season as a substitute. Strachan's cross in, and Vinnie Jones turns on a sixpence. And anybody who thinks Vinnie has no skill, watch this. He wins the first tackle, and when he gets it back from Strachan, he goes round Demange as though he wasn't there. Perfect through ball for Strachan, and that came 1 minute and 49 seconds into injury time. Without wanting to tempt fate, that's how you win championships. Leeds 4, Hull 3.
Here's a familiar sight, Dave Bassett getting an award. This time it's the Sheffield and South Hallamshire Coach of the Year trophy. Good performances don't always follow awards though, and this wasn't one of United's best. The build-up against Plymouth, often impressive, but the sharpness in the box didn't always accompany it. Bradshaw found wanting on this occasion. Plymouth sacked their manager Ken Brown during the week, and they often lacked a leader on the field. This time, Dean sets up Bradshaw with a back header. Again, without reward. Plymouth had won only one of their last 17 games, and when David Barnes floated the cross, and Dean did it all himself this time with a steepling header, it looked like being 1 in 18. To be fair, Dean could have had a hat-trick on the day. The next to stop him was the sacked manager's son, Kenny, on the line, just like his dad's job had been. Plymouth didn't have many chances to spoil a home banker on the Coupons. The best fell to Stewart, but his well-hit shot seemed magnetised by the upright. But Tracy did make a deflection. Almost immediately, the ball was transferred upfield for that man, Dean again. Although the shot was on target and Wilmot found it hot to handle, United had to settle for 1 goal, but 3 points.
Barnsley might have guessed it wouldn't be their day against Swindon when Futcher and Shotton went for the same long ball, and Shotton was laid out. And their suspicions are probably confirmed by this incident. Agnew's free kick in. Accidental handball maybe by Calderwood. Nothing was given. Taggart's shot went wide. Then Futcher plays it in. Digby drops it and loses it again under pressure from Agnew. Cooper's shot off the line. Glover's shot. Gittin's knee on the line. And away finally by Kerslake. Third place Swindon had their chances too. Clive Baker here takes the only option open to him under pressure from Calderwood. And Calderwood wasn't to be denied. Kerslake receives the short corner, and Calderwood gets there well in front of Smith for his second goal of the season. But the low-key celebration suggests a team which expects to win, as they had done 5 times on their travels already this season. Wyn Thomas was playing his first game in 13 months, and he certainly showed that his knee ligament trouble was well behind him. Swindon didn't sit on their lead. White's header and a more positive finish from Shearer would surely have sunk Barnsley without trace. Late in the second half, Steve Agnew reverted to the central striker's role he once filled as a youngster, and Digby earned his money. Finally, Futcher pushing forward, Agnew again, and Thomas again. But Barnsley lost at Oakwell for the first time since Mel Machin took over. Barnsley 0, Swindon 1.